in a world where everyone dreams of escaping their country, their job, their past, their current life. This audiobook is a reminder that running away is not always the answer. Acres of Diamonds is a short but powerful classic that teaches a hard truth. Many people leave behind the very opportunities that could have changed their life, simply because they never learned how to see the value of what is already around them. In this video, you will hear a modern audiobook retelling of Russell Conwell's famous lecture, rewritten in simple, direct English and connected to the reality of today's world. As you listen, think about your own life, your skills, your work, your relationships, your environment, and ask yourself honestly, what diamonds might I be sitting on right now without realizing it? Section 1. The Story of the Farmer and the Hidden Diamonds. Imagine a man who owned a good piece of land. He was not rich, but he was not poor. He had a farm, a home, and a quiet life. One day, he heard people talking about something new, diamonds. Stories spread about men who found diamonds and became instantly wealthy beyond anything this farmer had ever seen. He listened to these stories until one thought took over his mind. If only I could find diamonds, I would be set for life. I would be truly happy. From that day, his farm no longer felt like enough. The fields that once looked beautiful now seemed small and boring. Instead of being grateful for what he had, he began to feel restless and unlucky. Every time he looked at his land, he thought, somewhere else, there must be a place where diamonds are waiting for me. I just have to go and find them. Eventually, the desire became so strong that he made a radical decision. He sold his farm, took the money, said goodbye to his old life, and set out in search of diamonds. He traveled far, chasing rumors and promises. He walked through deserts, crossed rivers, and climbed mountains, always believing that just a little further, he would finally find the treasure he was looking for. But the diamonds never appeared. The journey was harder and longer than he expected. His money ran out. His strength faded. Step by step, the excitement turned into exhaustion, and the dream turned into disappointment. In the end, according to the story, the man died alone and broke, far from home, still chasing a fortune he never found. Now here is the shocking part. The man who bought the farmer's old land was working in the fields one day when he noticed something strange along a small stream that ran through the property. Among the stones, he saw a dark, unusual rock with a shine to it. Curious, he picked it up and took it home. He did not know exactly what it was, but he placed it on the mantel as a decoration. Sometime later, a visitor came to the house. When he saw the stone on the mantel, his eyes widened. He asked, "Do you know what this is?" The new owner shrugged and said, "Just a pretty rock I found in the field." The visitor examined it carefully and then told him it was a diamond. Rough, uncut, but very valuable. Together, they went back to the same stream and began to look more closely. There were more stones like it, many more. It turned out that the farm the first man had sold and walked away from was sitting on one of the richest diamond mines ever discovered. The acres of diamonds he had spent his life searching for in distant lands were actually under his feet the whole time. He had lived on top of them, walked over them, and sold them for a small price, because he never learned to recognize what he already had. This story is not just about one unlucky farmer. It is a mirror held up to millions of people today. People who hate their current situation, not because it has no potential, but because they cannot see the opportunities hidden inside it. People who are ready to throw away their job, their city, sometimes even their family, in the hope that somewhere else, in some magical better place, their life will finally begin. Section 2. What this story really means for your life today. At first, the story of the farmer and the diamonds sounds almost too obvious. From a distance, it is easy to say, "What a foolish man. How could he leave such a treasure?" But the uncomfortable truth is that many people live almost the same story in a modern form. They feel poor while sitting on skills they never develop. They envy other people's success while ignoring the chances they have to improve where they are. They keep searching for a perfect place instead of learning how to see and build value in their current situation. Think about how often people say things like, "If only I lived in another country, if only I had a different job, if only I had more support, if only I had started earlier." All these sentences have one thing in common. They point to something outside the person as the main problem. The story of acres of diamonds reverses the direction of the finger. It suggests that the first place to look is not far away, but under your own feet. Your abilities, your opportunities, your relationships, your daily environment, and most of all, your mindset. This does not mean you must stay forever in a bad situation or never change your environment. There are times when leaving is wise and necessary. The point is deeper. If you carry the same way of thinking into every new place, you will eventually recreate the same frustrations. A person who always blames others, waits for perfect conditions, or avoids difficult growth will feel limited no matter where they go. The real diamonds are not just in land, jobs, or cities. They are in the discipline, creativity, and courage you choose to develop. The farmer's mistake was not loving progress. It was despising what he already had. He saw only what his land was, not what it could become. In real life, this happens when you see your current job only as a trap instead of a training ground, or when you see your free time only as entertainment instead of a chance to learn and build something. The field in front of you today might not look special, but if you start asking, what can I create from this? What skills can I sharpen here? Who can I serve from here? You begin to discover hidden value. There's also a warning in the story about chasing shiny things. The farmer heard exciting stories about diamonds and imagined an instant, effortless transformation of his life. In the same way, people today hear about quick money, overnight success, or secret shortcuts and run toward them, often abandoning steady, real opportunities they already had. They leave a path that could have made them strong over time, in order to chase something that only looks powerful from far away. By the time they realize it was an illusion, they have lost years of effort. Seen correctly, Acres of Diamonds is not telling you to be passive or to accept any life without change. It is inviting you to wake up to the value of what is already in your hands and to stop believing that your future depends only on escape. It challenges you to look again at your present life with wiser eyes and to ask where the raw material for your own diamonds might already be waiting for your attention, your discipline, and your creativity. Section 3. How to find opportunities where you already are. To find your own acres of diamonds, you need to train your mind to look at your current life differently. Instead of asking only, what is missing, start asking, what do I already have that I am not using well? This includes your skills, your experiences, your contacts, your access to information, your free time, and even your past failures. Each of these can become a source of value if you decide to develop it instead of complaining about what you lack. Begin with your skills and interests. What do people already come to you for advice, help, explanations, fixes? Maybe you have a talent for explaining difficult ideas, simply for calming people down, for organizing chaos, for making designs, videos, or code. These small abilities are exactly the kind of raw material that can be turned into income, service, or influence over time. Instead of saying, I'm just good at X, it's nothing, ask, how could I deepen this skill, package it, or offer it to more people? Next, look at your current work or environment. Even if your job is not your dream job, it is still a learning place. What systems could you study and improve? What problems keep repeating that you could help solve? What knowledge exists around you about customers, tools, markets that you could master? Many successful people did not start in glamorous positions. They started by paying close attention where they were, becoming extremely good at something specific, and then using that expertise to move upward or outward. Your relationships and network are also part of your field. You might already know people who need help with things you can do, or who are connected to opportunities you have never asked about. This does not mean using people selfishly. It means serving them well, being reliable, and being open about the kind of value you want to create. Often, recommendations and openings appear for those who consistently show character and skill in small local situations. Even your free time is a potential diamond mine. Hours spent scrolling, complaining, or escaping could, if redirected, become practice time, study time, or creation time. 1 hour a day used to build a skill, start a small project, or create content adds up to hundreds of hours a year. Instead of waiting for a big, dramatic opportunity, you can quietly build your own by investing your free time with intention. The field might look ordinary, but the work you do in it can be extraordinary. Section 4. Practical steps to develop your own acres. To turn this message into real change, you can follow a few simple, concrete steps. First, make an honest list of your current assets. Write down your main skills, your experiences, tools you have access to, people you know, and the time you control each day. Seeing these on paper helps you realize that you are not empty-handed. You already have seeds. You may just not have planted them yet. Second, choose one area to focus on. Instead of trying to change everything at once, pick one diamond vein to explore more deeply. A skill you will develop, a side project you will start, a problem at work you will own and solve, or a habit you will transform. Commit to working on this focus consistently for a set period, 30, 60, or 90 days, before judging the results. Consistency turns potential into visible progress. Third, learn from where you stand. Use free or low-cost resources to study people who have turned similar situations into success. Workers who became creators, employees who became entrepreneurs, students who built online income from home. Not to copy them exactly, but to see patterns. They noticed needs, served others, built skills, and stayed patient. Their stories prove that diamonds can be found in many different fields when someone is willing to dig. Finally, adjust your language about your life. Instead of saying, "I have nothing here," start saying, "There's something here I haven't discovered yet." Instead of saying, "I need to escape," say, "I will build strength and value here." And then choose my next move from a position of power. This shift does not magically fix everything, but it changes your posture. You stop acting like someone who is empty and start acting like someone who is responsible for uncovering the richness of their own life. Closing, a new way to see your life. The message of Acres of Diamonds is not that you must never move, never change jobs, or never dream bigger. It is that you should not despise what you already have while chasing what you imagine others have. Your mind, your skills, your relationships, your current opportunities, these are your first field. If you learn to see and develop the diamonds there, you will carry that ability with you wherever you go. From today on, try to look at your life with new eyes. Each time you feel the urge to say, "If only I were somewhere else," pause and ask, "What can I build here? What can I learn here? What value can I create from where I am?" The person who asks and answers these questions with honesty and persistence is already walking through their own acres of diamonds, step by step, decision by decision, turning the ordinary ground beneath their feet into something truly valuable.